Monday night primetime between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Hurts on 1st down. Pass is hauled in by the rookie from Boston College. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Design bootleg here. He rolls to his right. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of these guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Hurts throwing again. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of the matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On the move, headed right. That one way too far up there. They can't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Kyle up, Yeti. 63, 63, 63.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
For the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Well, that's a good start to this one, Kate. Not just individually for the kicker to be accurate in his first kick, but to really invigorate this home crowd and to take that lead on the opening drive.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Escapes the defender. Massive hit. The ball's out. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. Well, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
No contact.
Hurts trying again on second down. It's a screen to Barkley. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Hurts with it on third and short. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
That's caught as McLaurin downfield. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. That's going to give the Commanders a first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Let's go now. Like it. Ready.
On first down, here's Daniels. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Dallas Goddard, the touchdown. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a...
And he missed it, so a point left unclaimed, and this stays a field goal game. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. All down by Dorrance Armstrong.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Don't touch that.
Hurts back to the air after the pick. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give them 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets them a first down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. That's his back. Here's Barkley. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the
On first down, Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. 13-3 our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've been moving it well, but face a third down here. And again, here's Hurts. Taking a chance to the end zone. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Looking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Let's get to that wide complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles face a 4-point deficit. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Throwing on first down. Daniels buys time, rolling right. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And he's chased out of bounds behind the line. And that's going to go down as a sack for the defense. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Okay, break. 18, 5 in. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's another quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Third and short, Daniels. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Robinson has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders making a 9-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders making a 10-point ball game. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. 180, 180.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders take over after returning it inside the red zone.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touch. 63, 63, 60. No touch.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Escapes the pocket. And he is stopped with authority there. But that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit in that first down.
63.
For the Eagles, first down.
No touch.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Buying some time right. Catch is made down the right sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Get it.
Staying with Robinson. Robinson. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and 1, Daniels flushed out of the pocket. It's caught by McLaurin. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. And that's going to go as a kick of 36 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Daniels setting up the play action. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
No touch. No.
Hurts now from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
No touch. Right there, Alpha. Tiger Hornets. No touch.
Hurts trying to get on 2nd down. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. 35 on the pickup. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. We hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Great. No touch.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Brought down back at the 29.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Hits his running back. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. And they come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Great. No touch.
From the red zone on 1st. Finds Barkley underneath. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the down?
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles get it back to within 6. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. He catched his first attempt, his second now from 45. Elliott connects there. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Shaheed now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Come on.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Daniels on 1st down. Won't get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Play fake here, Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. Daniels hit, he lost the football. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time the sideline saved him and his team.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
Motioning the tight end left. On 2nd and 10 now. Daniels. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. Even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. This is cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Real quick. Maybe you on that rap and pay the bills. And now I'm fit it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
And an Eagles first down.
Hey, Silver.
1st and 10
Go
at
Silver,
the
right?
47-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Working quickly here. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Hurts on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Good. Right, anyone, huh? Don't touch.
Hurts throwing again. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 37, Eagles 34. Jake Elliott taking
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Shaheed now to return. This makes it up to the 25.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Ready.
Daniels from the pistol. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Panther 60. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, and they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On third down, it's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Eagles football, and they trail. Need to fight to keep their postseason going. We've set it downs from 37. Hurts yet again. Gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniels setting up the play action. Headed out right. Finds him on the crossing route. He's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out. Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19, let's go, lady.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple? Kate.
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Brings in the kick at the 9. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. McLaurin, the receiver, in motion left. Daniels coming back after that pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
Hits him on the in route. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. No, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Completed left side to Samuel. And they shut him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Come 19! Come 19!
To the air again. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Daniels sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
Pass the 60! Pass the 60!
3rd and 8.
Ready?
Daniels throwing on 3rd. It's his running back. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ian the sinker.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. There's another carry for Barkley. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
3rd down, Commanders in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He rolls to his right. It's gone right side by Johnson. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this one touchdown inside the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
18 Cardinal.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Hits him on the out route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Looking quickly here. On first down, here's Daniels. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but he sacked 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for Daniels. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Well, it sure seems like they have found a wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and he should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception, you don't like. Back-to-back drives, that's a really hard walk off the field.
Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Going on first down, Daniels. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Commanders trailing by 11. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Daniels on first down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
Let's go now.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, it's Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Lean back motions right. Now to throw. Another catch for McLaurin. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. From the red zone now. Brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. For the pace here as the clock continues to run.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, Daniels to the air. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got one timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that one timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.